This video is copyright protected, which is detailed in the last slide. This video will help guide you through the installation of the wet seal kit used with the Liqui Maxx sprayer. The tools required for pump seal replacement are as follows. For grease, you can use dielectric grease, petroleum jelly, or P80 emulsion lubricant, a hammer, an 1.5-inch dowel, pipe nipple, or arbor press, a flathead and Phillips screwdriver, a set of standard sockets, and a 7/16, 1/2-inch, and 3/4-inch wrench. Remove the drain plugs and drain the system of antifreeze and leftover brine left over in the reservoir. You can also replace the O-rings at this time. Remove top and bottom band clamps from the reservoir. Remove 10 body screws, lock washers, and nuts from pump assembly. You can also remove the engine from the platform at this time. The large body O-ring should be removed and set aside as it will be reused for reassembly. Remove the check valve at the end of the volute snout and remove volute by unscrewing the top and 2 side screws. Remove the impeller bolt and replace the gasket. Remove the impeller by utilizing the bolt holes in housing to get behind the impeller and pop it off the shaft. Be careful not to lose the impeller hex nut and key. Unscrew the 4 bolts and remove the rear bracket. Remove the gasket segment. Remove the seal by using a wrench to pry it out. Remove shaft gasket. Remove seals, spring, adapter shaft, and key. Remove reservoir and seal. If your kit included a new reservoir and seal, you can skip this step. Remove the 4 O-rings from between the engine and reservoir. Before reassembly, be sure to clean all reusable parts of O-ring residue and dried salt. Lubricate seals and tap into rear bracket and reservoir. Use an arbor press or an 1.5-inch pipe nipple or plastic dowel to apply even pressure. Repeat process for the rear reservoir. Install 4 O-rings in the grooves on the back of the reservoir. Use grease to hold the O-rings in place. Place reservoir over shaft and ensure that the groove is at the top. Lubricate the shaft with grease, slide seal, spring, and seals over shaft. Apply grease to the new O-ring segment and place in groove on rear bracket. Apply O-ring onto rear bracket. Apply the shaft gasket onto the end of the adapter shaft. Install rear bracket and press firmly while tightening each bolt in a star pattern. Install the hex nut and key into impeller and slide onto shaft. Install bolt with the replacement gasket and tighten with a wrench until snug. Install volute. Use the 1 large screw on top and 2 smaller screws on each side to secure into place. With the engine switch turned off, you can pull several times on the cord to ensure clearance of the impeller. Some resistance will be felt. Install check valve onto snout of the volute. Install pump body with the outlet facing up. Install and tighten the 10 bolts, lock washers, and nuts in a cross pattern until snug. Remember to install the drain plugs with the replacement O-rings if you haven't done so already. Fill the wet seal reservoir 3/4 full of 50/50 ethylene glycol, antifreeze, and water before starting engine. This completes the O-ring replacement. Reattach engine onto platform and test.